Alrighty guys, so here we got another unboxing for you today, and this is going to be another great watch from Aragon. And this one's actually not for me, this is for my mom, and she had ordered, well, she had been looking at this one. Actually, she saw Wing's presentation on Evine and had been really interested in the 44mm Ultra, a very nice looking watch. It's got a bracelet that actually looks like a solid bracelet on top, and then it has links on the bottom. She wanted it in the green color, but the problem was Evine was all sold out. Well, the great people over at Aragon, I talked to them, and they managed to find one, just one, left in their warehouse, and they gladly were able to get that for me. So I hope she really does like this watch, but let's go ahead and get into it. And I'll show you what it looks like on my wrist. Obviously, not a female wrist, but the only advantage is, you know, being Asian, my wrists are pretty small, so you could probably pass it off as a woman's wrist. But anyway, let's get into this unboxing. This is the 44mm Open Heart Ultra in the lime green color. And this came pretty quick here, just about 4 days, I would say. So not a bad shipping time at all. Nice packaging, definitely very safe and secure. Here we got our inner box, and I will be doing a quick check to make sure there's no, shipping slip or anything like that inside. All right. And again, this was a total of, let's see, yeah, this is with a coupon that I had for $10 off, this was 99 bucks. And on Evine, when they still had them in stock, these would have been 98 bucks, I think. So pretty close to the same price. As always, great Aragon packaging here. You can see the stamp section, Wing engineered. Another one of their great boxes. Oh, looks like it moved around a little bit in shipping there. And there it is. Let me move that out here. And you've got your basics, your instructions, warranty card, all that stuff. But let's take a look at the watch itself. So there it is. And my goodness, that is a beautiful looking watch. And of course, you've got your open heart there, your tourbillon with the open movement. It's also got an exhibition case back, as you can see there. Screw down crown for great water resistance. I'm not sure what the rating on this one is. Oh, okay, it's 660 feet, so same as the Parma here. And if we take a look here, we can see what I mean when I say that the top part is a bracelet, as you can see here. Whereas the solid bracelet, and the bottom part here is a standard link bracelet. So for especially a woman wearing this, women like to wear, women's fashion in particular, often bracelets have this sort of curved look to them. And so what this watch really imitates very nicely, or resembles anyway, is a bracelet on the top. And you've got a nice, bright, simplistic face with just 4-hour markers at your cardinal directions, 12, 6, 3, and 9. And you have a solid bracelet section. Now here, let me go ahead and remove the liner here so I can really show you what this looks like. So hopefully you can see what I mean. It's got a solid section here that really resembles a bracelet, and I'll go ahead and take off my watch and put this on just so you guys can really get a good look. So when this is on the wrist, I'll put it on the other way, that way you guys can see, because I think if I put it on normally it'll be upside down. So you can see it's on my wrist. You can see that it looks like a bracelet on the top part, and it's only the bottom part that has the flexible links. So it offers a very nice look, and in fact I'll go ahead and remove the protectors on the top here as well on the other side, so you really can get a good idea of exactly what I mean when I say this thing looks like a bracelet. So let me put it on the other way. So there it is, and you can see it looks like a bracelet. And I really like that look. I mean, a lot of times you don't see that with, you know, women's watches. For a lot of women's watches, they'll just make them small and petite looking, but they don't really make them look distinct. So it's almost just like, yeah, okay, it's just a tiny watch. But with this, I find that it has a very nice design aesthetic. Of course, it's also larger than a typical woman's watch, which is, of course, going to be striking as well. But definitely this semi-hard bracelet look is quite nice. And, of course, I believe this has the NH38. Okay, yes, the NH38 movement. So another great movement for sure. And it's got your deployment clasp here. I'm going to remove the protector here. And we can just do a quick comparison between this and the Parma, but they share a lot of design aspects, which makes them really easy. You know, if you've got one Aragon watch, you know how they all work. So if we look at our deployment clasps here, obviously the Parma's got a bigger bracelet, but nonetheless, you can see deployment clasps are the same concept. There is a security lock, and there is a security lock on this one, and then there's a 2-button push lock on both. And they both have the exact same operation. So, you know, if you've got one Aragon, you know how they all work. In addition, this has just got the K1 mineral crystal. A lot of their watches, pretty much all their watches have that, except for the Parma, which you can get an upgrade on, and some of their limited edition watches, which they do sort of a flash sale sprint run type deal where they only make about, you know, 20 to 30. And they'll make them in custom, you know, materials, like they'll use titanium, and they'll also use sapphire crystal. Now, obviously, I paid for sapphire crystal upgrade on this. I don't think currently that it is available on any of their other watches, but definitely that could change in the future. And hey, Wing, if you're listening, that's always a nice thing you could add as a feature for those who want to throw in a little extra cash and get a nicer crystal. If we take a look again at the connection point too, because all your links are on the bottom, this really makes it very nice if you have especially small wrists. If you're one with especially small wrists, it will literally almost look like a total bracelet going all the way around. You'd have to flip your wrist over, You'd have to flip your wrist over for it to even look like a watch in terms of the bracelet. And I think that's a very nice look because, again, it's still hinged and it's still a subtle curve, so it's not going to be super curved for someone with bigger wrists, and it's not going to be undercurved for someone with smaller wrists. I think it fits just perfectly because even if I stretch it out, it doesn't look ridiculous. If I pull it tight around my small wrist, it also doesn't look ridiculous. So, very nice design. And in addition, I would argue that although I do think this design is more feminine, certainly than the Parma, being a dive watch and all, it does not strike me as overly feminine. And I do think it is a very nice balance between masculine and feminine. Certainly, if you like a more colorful, simplistic watch and you're a guy, this might actually be for you. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the comments and the likes. And if you have anything you'd like to say about this watch and you want to see more of it in the future, you let me know. But I know a lot of people probably haven't seen this one, especially not in the 44 millimeter. So I'm glad I can show this beautiful watch off to you guys. Oh, and I guess I'll pull the sticker off the crystal here. But there it is. So again, guys, thanks for watching. This has been my unboxing and overview of the Aragon Ultra Open Heart 44 millimeter.